What's up, everyone? This is Don Tony, and here's a video I promised. So last night I posted on my Twitter a clip from my Twitch channel of just some people being toxic as hell. And then I said I was going to make a video talking about toxicity, the function of toxicity, the function of the behaviors, what could be reinforcing it, and how do we stop it. So a little disclaimer, this is my opinion. It's grounded in some theory, but it is truly my opinion. I haven't done any peer-reviewed research on toxicity in gaming community. I haven't even done a lit review to see if there's anything out there. So there very well could be research that contradicts what I'm saying. So be it. This is just my opinion after processing for about a day and kind of thinking about it. This is going to be a little bit of stream of consciousness, a little bit of a rant, and a little bit scripted. I do have some notes that I'm going to be going off of. For those of you who don't know me, my background is I'm a therapist. I'm in residency. I have to pass my exam and then I'll be licensed. So I'm just giving you my take on what I think is causing toxicity, what's causing the behavior, what's the function of the behavior, and how can we as a community try to stop this. So the first half, I'm just going to explain the function of the behavior. Second half, we'll talk about some solutions. Basically, all behavior is learned operantly or classically. We're going to be talking about operant conditioning today. If you're curious to look into this, look up B.F. Skinner. He is the man, so look it up if you're curious. Basically, behaviors learned through reinforcement and punishment. Not going to go into those specifics, though, for this video. I don't think it's necessary, but you can Google that if you're curious. One thing to note while we're talking about these behaviors is there's a thing called extinction burst. So once a behavior is not being conditioned anymore or reinforced, you'll see a rapid increase in the behavior, and then it'll die out. Quick example, back when I was an undergrad, we actually used a Skinner box to teach rats to push a lever to get a treat. When they stopped getting a treat, they would jam the heck out of that lever, hoping to get one, and they would eventually stop. So that's an extinction burst. So with any sort of behavior, there's typically four functions to it. It's either going to be access to tangibles, avoidance, sensory stimulation, or access to attention. Out of those possible functions, we're going to talk about three of those. I'm not really talking about sensory stimulation, as I don't think that's a culprit here. We're going to talk about access to tangibles, attention, and avoidance. In this situation, for access to tangible, one thing that could be reinforcing the behavior is they could be getting content. So they could be doing toxic behaviors to get content for their channels or their platforms. Kind of simple, right? Could make some good videos, go around trolling someone, being really toxic, make it just some clicks, make it just some subscriptions. So that would be access to tangibles. Access to attention, that's kind of a self-explanatory one, right? Trolling people just for that reaction, whether that's reaction from your teammates, oh, look how bad I trolled this one person, or look how toxic I'm being towards this one person, or it could be attention on the person that you're being toxic to or trolling. Two possibilities on that. Then the third possible function of the behavior would be avoidance. This is my theory on this. So for avoidance, like in the example from my tweet last night, we're losing, people aren't performing well, I fail a clutch, we lose the match. The people being toxic toward me, maybe they are feeling so crappy about their own performance and they're feeling so crappy about how our team's doing, they don't like that feeling. It's not a good feeling. How do I get rid of that? I'm going to lay into this other person and temporarily I'll feel better. I think that's what happened in the clip that I showed you all on my Twitter. If I had better editing and more knowledge, I would insert that clip right now to show you, but alas, I don't. So I'm not going to, but you can find it on my Twitter. So there you go. That would be avoidance. You feel like such crap. How do I not feel like crap anymore? I'm going to take it out on someone else. You see that a lot of bullies. It's a pretty typical, not really a revolutionary idea here. Now to get rid of this, solutions. This is a brief video, so we're over halfway there. Thank you for sticking with me. Anyway, solutions, right? I feel like there's macro and micro solutions. Macro would be on the Ubisoft level. That would be something that they would take care of. They've already started implementing some stuff on the macro level, like the reverse friendly fire. Hopefully, more is to come. But we're going to be talking today about micro. What can we do, myself, you, anyone watching this in the community do? So for the first function of a behavior, what's going to be kind of tough with this is we don't have the resources to follow each toxic person, collect ABC data, analyze the data to find the function of the behavior. We don't have that luxury. So I'm going to give some kind of blanket approaches that should work without knowing the specific function. So if hypothetically, let's say they're being toxic for access to tangibles for their channel, don't watch content that's toxic as hell. Just don't do it. If the demand's not there, they won't keep making that content. Kind of self-explanatory, right? All those videos that you watch with toxic behaviors that get clicks, there's people on that other team that are being treated bad, that are experiencing the toxicity. So you can watch it on a video. Don't do it. There you go. One down. Attention. If the function's attention, don't feed the troll. If you're in a party with someone who's being toxic, don't feed it. Don't laugh. Don't praise it. Don't encourage it. Negative attention is still attention. I tell this to parents all the time when they have a kid, and maybe you all may have kids who are watching this or know someone who does. Some kids will do stuff that the parents are like, this, they know that upsets me. They know they'll get in trouble. Why are they doing it? Well, negative attention is better than none at all. It's better to be yelled at and screamed at than be ignored. So I would say don't give the attention, just don't give it. Now for the avoidance is a little tougher. What I would say is this. If someone tries really hard, right, and they fail, praise their effort. Praise them, say that was a good try, man, good effort, we'll get it next round. And then if you want to give feedback, make it constructive and positive. Hey, I noticed you had 45 seconds left. It was a 1v1. You were in a safe spot. Maybe try droning next time, but that was a great effort, man. That way, if it is truly they have these negative feelings of their screw up, they're going to lash out on others. Now they're getting some reassurance and validation. And they're like, okay, it's all right. I can do this. So praise and encouragement. Also, one thing I've noticed that's worked for me on 2 occasions. I wish I had a clip of it to show you, but I don't because it was before I was streaming. If you humanize yourself, it gets better. So I had one match, someone being super toxic. I just fessed. I was like, yeah, man, I screwed up. I shanked my shots. It was potato. I'm sorry. And then they were nice the rest of the game. They're like, it's all right, man. We'll get this. I think sometimes when we're online, and you see this not just on Siege, this problem exists any online game for the most part. One exception I've seen is Guild Wars 2. Shout out to your community. Never seen any toxicity. But even Facebook, Twitter, any online platform, it's so easy to be mean to someone without that face-to-face encounter. You can hide behind your screen name, your avatar, and you're safe. So if you humanize yourself and show that I'm a real person, typically the toxicity would go down some. I've seen at least. So to summarize, don't watch toxic content. There's one solution. Don't feed trolls. If it's attention seeking, don't give them. Even negative attention is still attention. And then model the behavior you want to see out of others. Praise good efforts, be kind to others, and just keep the positive mentality up. Really, we are the gatekeepers. We need to model the behavior that we expect out of others. Yeah, so this is like a real brief dive into it. If you all like this sort of thing, if you think that this insight is helpful or appreciated, please like and subscribe and retweet. Get the message out there. We need to be good to each other and lead by example. We'll let Ubisoft do macro level solutions. I wouldn't even know where to begin. But on a micro, match by match, everyone in the community, this is an easy thing to follow. If we stop watching the bad content, the toxic content online, it won't get created because it'll be a waste of their time and they won't get the likes and subscriptions from it. Don't feed trolls, whether that's your team or another team. Don't feed the trolls. Don't give them the attention they're looking for, whether it's screaming at them or laughing at them. Don't. And then if it's avoidance of negative feelings, we got to build each other up, not tear each other down. So praise hard efforts, reinforce that good work, fess up to your mistakes. We can do this as a community. So please like, retweet, subscribe. If you all like this, if you want to see more stuff like this, let me know. If you disagree with me, post it in the comments below and let me know what your thoughts are. Everyone have a good week. Take care of yourselves and keep on fragging.